Welcome guys to your final review lesson on Module 4. Hopefully it's been a transformative journey for you all and you really are starting to feel that warrior within. We know it's there, your body knows it's there, your mind knows it's there. And now the key thing now is to keep reminding the body and mind of that situation, that there is a warrior in there, a powerful, highly trained warrior. Now do not be put off by the myth that you need years and years of training to be called highly trained, because the concept of this program is to keep things short and simplified and to keep drilling them. So you are highly trained in these patterns of self-defense, of physical self-defense, and hopefully of tactical self-defense, which is why we have the 3-minute micro reads, just to keep reminding you about things like FOMO, about ADR, about the hot seat. All these tactics, as long as they stay active in our memory from time to time, we can always have them on hand. And God forbid you find yourself in a situation of maybe drink spiking, being followed home, someone trying to scam you. They're there, they're ready. Remember, knowledge is power. You have that knowledge now. No one can take advantage of you. Now, Module 4 was probably the trickiest module because it involved the grabbing range, where someone comes in tight and you can really feel their body strength. This is where we really need to trust our body chemicals, our mind chemicals, things like adrenaline and cortisol. These are the things that are going to drive our hysterical strength up and allow us to utilize that extra hidden power, if you like, into our techniques. And remember, our techniques are based on good technique. The 3 principles of power in particular allow you to really get a maximum amount of speed and power out of your body. And then of course you know where to direct them. You know about the carotid sinus, you know about the ears, you know about the groin, you even know some pinches and pulls that could help you create a bit of space if you're ever pulled in tight. So let's review some of these escape from grabs today using our final sequence. And as always, I'll demonstrate it first from the front, then the rear, and then I'll break it down into its component parts to drill several times, and then we'll put it all back together at the end so we can complete our sequence. Let's begin. So this sequence isn't going to incorporate everything we learned on Module 4 because then it would become too long and too difficult to remember. So we're just going to focus on a few areas. The first one being the wrist grab. And this is a strong, powerful wrist grab. So I'm using all 3 principles of power here. When they grab me to the side, I'm going to pull away here, okay? And my leading elbow now is into their face, and then I'm going to drive in with my rear elbow and then my front elbow, all the time using my hips, my loaded energy. And then I come back here, let my hands drop, and suddenly someone tries to grab me with both hands and pull me into a band. So I move this way. I go in for the handshake, my own handshake, and I drive back using that same energy I used before. And then this time, same thing, in here with the elbow, but now I'm going to use my palm strikes to cut the ears. Bang. There. Come back to the center and stand naturally, and then someone comes in with a bear hug, and so I'm going to squat elbow, head, and then sack, and then turn in with the double elbow, like so. Stand tall again, and now someone's grabbed me from the front and grabbed my hair, and so I'm going to follow it in and use the clamp control, and there I'm going to turn my elbow on theirs, grab the fingers really hard and pull out, pull off my hair, and I'm going to strike with the palm, 2, 3, 4, and then knee, like so. So I demonstrate it from the rear, and then what I'll do is I'll break it into 2 segments, so I think that's more manageable. We'll do the wrist grabs, the first segment, and then the second segment I'll do the bear hug and the hair grab. And at the end we'll put it all together for what will be sequence 4. So let me now drill that in 2 segments. The first segment is this. Do it 3 times at place speed. 1. 2. 3. 'Now we'll do it 3 times at half speed. 1. 2. 3. 'So that was the first segment. We'll now do the second segment, 3 times at place and then 3 times at half speed. Two. 3. 'Now we'll do it 3 times at half speed. 1. 2. 3. 'So naturally we've made that more challenging, being the last sequence of this course. If you find it a little bit too challenging, then step back. That's always the key thing when trying to progress at something. We don't just give up and say, oh, it's too difficult. We step back and we break it down. So just do the first segment and drill that a few times. And then do the second segment. You don't need to put them together like I'm going to do now. But if you're up for the challenge and you can do that, then I'll demonstrate from the rear, and then we'll do 1 at place, 1 at half, and 1 at full. So first one at place speed. 1. Now notice there that I came back to the centre. I could be at any angle. It's not that important actually. When you're back at the centre, you can do the second segment at any angle you want because you always come back to the centre. So let's do the second one at half speed. 1. And if you can manage it, go as fast as you can. 1. So hopefully that took your breath away like it did mine. So these sequences can be quite aerobic, which is great, which means you can fit them nicely in to your little gym routine, your workout routine at home, to your jog, whatever it is you do to get your heart rate up. Do take a look at our Bushido Body Blast course when it's released, and there you'll be able to really drill these techniques over and over whilst completing cardio and HIIT workouts. And that's when they really do become extremely powerful and fast techniques, because you're doing with such repetition that you'll naturally build up your speed and power. Now, it's been an absolute pleasure having you guys along for the journey. You should feel very proud that you've made it this far. Unfortunately, online courses don't have the best completion rates. So the fact that you've got here means that you're taking your personal safety, your physical and mental well-being very seriously, and so you should, because we want you to go out there and enjoy your life to the max without the fear of threat and attack. Because now you have it all, you have it in there, you have all the physical, tactical, mindset and even psychological understanding to overcome those that threaten our world. Stay sharp, stay focused, and always stay safe.